All right, everybody, and welcome back to Hale Sports Cards. It's another box battle. I love doing these, and Bowman's Best won the last one. So we had Bowman's Best up against the Jumbo Bowman Chrome. The Bowman Chrome, surprisingly, the most valuable card I pulled, arguably, was the Jordan Tyson on card. But this hit me Lenore's Sellers, a Carson Beck out of 50, the RPA, another orange that I'd like. Volume-wise, this has just been undefeated, and it usually is. So I decided it's going to go up against what was undefeated for me last year, which was the other Bowman Best. So we're going to go Bowman Best on Bowman Best, see which one is better, this year's or last year's. Now, I kind of expect the values are going to be tough because a lot of last year's guys are now in the league and they have other cards. So I don't know if that means the prices go up or down once you make the league and have other cards, if I'm being honest. Some of the guys aren't. Like you can see on the cover of this is Carson Beck and Nussmeier. Both of them stayed another year. So you can pull those guys out of both sets. So we'll kind of see how it ends up. Now, they did change it up a little bit to where now it's 10 cards per pack and 4 packs for 40 cards. Last year it was 12 packs and 5 cards for 60. Now, obviously, both of them still have 4 autos. I don't know. Both of these I opened last year. I got a RPA, but I do not. It doesn't say on here if they're guaranteed or not, and I don't remember. So I could have just gotten lucky last year. This year, you do get 1 RPA. So, which should be that pack right there. Perfect. So, we got 4 packs here. We got 12 here, right? 1, 2. Any of these feel thick? Not that I can tell. We got like a redemption or something. Whatever. We'll rip 3 of last year, then 1 of this year. Kind of like our last battle. So let's see how we do. I do always love the design. They just do a good job. So we just got a silver in this one. We got Xavier Watts, Damian Martinez. Is this our first auto for Texas A&M? Nick Scorton. Okay. He made the league. Don't mind that. Phil Maffa and Quentin Joyner. So first pack, first auto. Got started off hot on this side. Nick Scorton, he's a defensive end for the Panthers. I believe he got drafted in the 2nd round. I don't watch a ton of Panthers, if I'm being honest, but I've seen him. He's playing. Saw him making a few plays last week, so that is definitely not a bad one. Anytime you get a guy who's in the league, I feel pretty good about it. We got some sort of insert on this one, so let's go to the back. Mason Taylor for my LSU Tigers. That goes right there. Ricardo Hallman, Deontay Lawson, Squirrel White, and what do we have here? We got Baxter. Is it CJ Baxter? Yep, on the field day. Okay. Cool looking insert. I like these. I actually pulled a Imaliava, a Nico out of that. I still have. Waiting for him to make his come back a little bit. Looks like maybe an orange or something right there. Interesting. Let's pull from the back again. Jackson Arnold. Will Johnson, now on the Cardinals. Noah Fafita. Little DJ Lagway. I was big on him last year. He had a rough year at Florida, but they get a new coach in there and maybe they turn things around. This looks upside down. I think it is definitely orange. UNC, O'Marion Hampton? Be O'Marion Hampton. Boom! O'Marion Hampton at a 25. So we're already 2 autos down on the left side for last year. 2 of our 4, 2 in the first 3 packs, and we hit a banger. O'Marion Hampton, unfortunately, got hurt this year. His back now, but he looks like he's going to be a solid running back in the league. I like him. So let's see what our first box or first pack of the new season gets us. So something red there. Yeah, we're going to leave that. Let's go this way. So we got the Workhorses of Darius Taylor. I like those. We got Coy Parrish, Kamari Moulton, TJ Parker, Anthony Rogers, Brendan Sorsby. He's a guy I hear to keep an eye on. He's either transferring away from Cincinnati or going to the league, but a lot of people are saying he might be one of them sleeper QBs. So there's our auto. So let's do this. Matt Zollers. I've pulled something of him out of both the boxes of this I've opened so far. Kanye Udo out of 175. We have a field day from Minnesota of Darius. I don't know. His arm's over that. I can't read it. Darius Taylor. And our first auto for Iowa. Is that another Gronkowski? That is the second Gronkowski auto I have pulled. The first one was orange and out of 25. But we got a QB auto. Not on card, but it's a QB. We'll take it. Like I always say in these products, not every card or not every auto can be a banger, but you hope you get at least one, maybe two really nice ones. Sleeve up that Udo. All right, 3 more from this side. We got, see what we got here. I think we just got a refractor. So we got Josh Hoover, Davison Igbinosun, Dylan Thiemann, one of the better safeties. He transferred to Oregon this past year. TJ Finley and Quinshon Judkins. Okay. Is that a... So there's a thick card right there. We're going to save that because that should be some sort of patch auto. So we're going to save it until the end. Another refractor. Jeremy Bernard. CJ Baxter again. I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's hurt. But he was all over products a year ago. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one more from this side since we opened the one and saved it. So we had some sort of insert here. Evan Stewart. I believe this is the most wanted, or gunslingers. And it's Cam Rising. I have definitely pulled that card before. I know that for a fact. Isaiah Bond and Dominic Lovett. Okay, so nothing crazy that pack run. I mean, we got the RPA sitting over there, but let's see what we got here. See, like a yellow. There's a blue. Let's go like this. Kedrick Falk, send the house. Another Kanye Udo, this time on the Workhorses. We got Luke Altmaier, Sawyer Robinson, Deshaun Bishop for the Vols, Dawson Pendergrass, John Mateer, would love to see an auto of him. Out of 25. Ooh, look at that. How about a little PC love right there? Dual auto at a 25. Garrett Nussmeier and Chris Hilton Jr. That is awesome. And then another LSU at a 50. Whit Weeks, send the house gold. What a box. This was definitely the box for me. Then we got Jace Brown at a 150. Man, okay. Let's see here. So we got the Whit Weeks, send the house gold out of 50. He's a monster. I hope he stays. Sorry, Gronkowski, but Weeks goes there. And then dual auto out of 25. Nussmeier and Chris Hilton. That's sick. It's a bit thicker. We are going to need a 55 point, it looks like. Oh, let me grab one. Oh, that is awesome. Love that. Like, you know, like I'm sure a lot of people, I love pulling PC cards, but also like I now know this box is a monetary loss because I'm not selling either one of those. So it's like a gift and a curse. But I think I'd still rather pull them. Plus, I don't know how much value Nussmeier stuff has right now. But so far, I thought it was going to be tough for after pulling that out of 25 of Omari and Hampton. But we got a fight on our hands now. Okay, we got a blue. There's Cade Klubnik. Didn't have the year he thought he would. Gavin Sawchuk. Caden Salter, another guy. He went to Colorado and just kind of shat the bed. Luther Burden looking good in the pros. And Ohio State at a 149. Igbinosin. Now the sleeves. He's a good player. I think he's going to be one of the higher drafted cornerbacks this year from everything I've seen. We got some sort of insert. Riley Leonard. Another Omari and Hampton. Luther Burden on the Elements. I know I've pulled that before. Will Howard and Aiden Childs. Got a purple. We got Will Rogers. Torrey Horton. DJ Giddens. Little Jackson Dart action. And then our purple is, I don't know who that is. Ethan Burke out of Texas to 125. All right. Another one of this year's. See what we can get here. So we got a showpieces of Josh Hoover. Making the grade of Gunnar Stockton. There's Jordan Tyson. Jadarian Price. Ty Simpson. Malik Murphy. Lenora Sellers. So that's our next auto. So let's do this. There's Jace Brown on the refractor. We have a out of 25 orange field day of Jordan Tyson. Very nice. Another out of 25 card. We are hitting some low-numbered stuff. We got an auto out of 25, an insert out of 25, and an insert out of 50. Now let's see who this auto is. It's going to be Miller Moss, right? No, Isaac Brown, also out of 25. Wow. I don't know who that is, but that is on card. On card auto, Isaac Brown at a 25. Man, what a box. What a box. Here, we're moving you to them. The RPA is coming, so let's do that. Man, okay. Now we have another. All right, so we got 2 packs. So this should have an auto in one of these two, and then we have that RPA I'm holding and waiting on. So let's see what happens. We got some green. James Pierce. There's Restrepo again. Jordan James. Nico. And Georgia auto of Michael Williams. Okay. Out of 99. So he was the first round pick of the Niners. So out of 99, green Georgia auto. It's a Georgia guy. So, like, you know, let's be honest. Somebody's going to want that. Probably not a huge number on it because it's a defensive guy, but a first-round pick auto, I'll take that all day. Tez Johnson, Devin Neal, Riley Leonard on the, that's just a refractor of the masterpieces, Blake Shapen and Tet McMillan. Let's see what this RPA was, shall we? We're going to pull from the back. There's Nick Anderson. I had high hopes for him at LSU this year, but everything just kind of fell apart for us. Luke Lachey, Kobe Bryant, something speckly here, Isaiah Bond on the mini diamond. And then Michigan. Oh, Alex Orji. I don't even know what happened to him, but he was not a very good QB. But it's okay. Michigan, RPA. Can't be too mad. This isn't that thick. There we go. I don't feel like trying to figure out what size that is, so we're just going to put you right there. Now, the other thing we know is, because I can feel it, these patches are on the front. So we're going to take this Eli Stowers. We're going to do that. And then we're going to pull from here. Let's see how he goes. We have Nate Frazier at a 250. Okay, he's a monster. I like that. Then we have another yellow, Matt Lauder. I don't know who that is, but color's color. I'll take numbered cards all day. There's Rocco Becht. Kedrick Falk. That's a cool one I didn't see in my other boxes. Out of Auburn. He's kind of a monster. I don't know if this is something special. Kedrick Falk. It looks like a license plate almost. Campus Crests. I'll have to look that up. But that is a sick-looking card if you're an Auburn fan. Let me tell you. The bottom looks funny, but I think it's supposed to look that way. I can't tell. Card feels a little thick, but it still fits regular. Put you there. Okay. And then we have Colin Simmons. There's that Eli Stowers. And out of 75 for Boise, there's Matt Lauder, who I have no idea who he is, but that's a sick-looking card. It is game worn. Tight end out of Boise. So, tight end's not what you want, I must say. Our two RPAs, or patch autos, I guess they're not rookies, were a bit disappointing, but the rest of the boxes were really good. Man, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think we're gonna have to give it to this year's, you know, because you had, here's last year's box, which wasn't bad. You got the mini diamond of Bond. You got a purple, a blue. You know, not a ton of numbered cards, honestly, believe it or not. You had, what, a purple and a blue? And then you had the autos, which the autos weren't bad. The Alex Orji's not great, but Michael's in the league. Omarian's in the league, and so is Nick Scorton, but not a single one of them's on card, which is slightly upsetting. Then you go over here. How many numbered cards did we get? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. So a few more. Nate Frazier, Matt Lauder, Jace Brown, and Kanye Udo. Then we also got, sorry, I forgot, 2 numbered inserts. You got the Field Day out of 25 of Jordan Tyson. And the Whit Weeks out of 50. Gold, Send the House. Just, both of those are kind of sick. We got this, which I don't know what this is, but it's super shiny, super cool looking, Campus Crests. I got a weird feeling that's some sort of short print, just looking at it. And then our autos, which weren't bad. Not great, but not bad. We had our patch auto, which was Matt Lauder at a 75. Out of 25 on card, Isaac Brown. Another Gronowski. And then dual auto for the PC. Garrett Nussmeier and Chris Hilton Jr. That is just a sick-looking card. So, definitely this year's gets the dub. I don't even think it's close, honestly. So, that's going to do it. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know what battle you want next. I think what we're going to have to do, because you just saw the draft picks battle, so I think we're going to have to go 2024 draft picks versus 2025 Bowman's best. I think that's the only way to settle this. So, to figure out what the best collegiate product is right now. So, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.